if you are akin to someone more, it looks like you're vindicated. But baby, why are the producers of Real Housewives of Atlanta still playing in our face? Y'all, listen, we got to talk about it. All right. Last week it was reported by Bravo that Kenya was fired. However, it looks like Kenya twirled and twirled and twirled on people, and she got her job back. Now, let me just say this, and it begs the question: what did Kenya have on Bravo to make them change their minds? I really need to know. Because the fact that Eric, one of the production people, I guess that's Kenya's production person, popped up, puffing his chest out, now and forever. You jealous bloggers talking, trying to act like the last week didn't happen. On top of that, Candy popped up and was like, yo, what's the big deal? It's just some pictures. Everybody got a ho, ho, ho phase. And I was like, okay, right? Not about the ho, ho, ho phase, but like it still was explicit pictures. But to Candy's point, people do that mess all the time on all the housewives shows. And why did Kenya actually be held accountable? All the characters on Real Housewives actually rallied around her, even Portia. The odd thing is, though, and this is the thing we actually need to talk about. After Candy did that interview, being like, "I stand with Kenya," the production's playing, blah 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 blah. They announced they were bringing Phaedra back. I don't know what's going on in the background, but there is something going on in the background. And baby, we have we have to talk about her. Okay, so where are we at, right? Um. Oh, okay. Uh, so first of all, Lovely Scott is saying they're trying to get Phaedra to film Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's already on Married to Medicine, but Married to Medicine is about to be canceled. But that says so is Real Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, it is what it is. I think they're doing this as an FU to Candy because Candy has been speaking out about the network, or not the network, but the producers on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, Kenya actually announced that she was back, or rather, it was Eric. First of all, let me just read this because I'm sick of everybody in Atlanta playing in our faces. Kenya, don't act like you weren't fired, but let's also not act like Kenya didn't get some good lawyers and baby, she got her job back. So where are we at, right? Um, where are we at? Uh, let me just pull this up. So they're saying that hold on, y'all. So they're saying that Kenya is back. Eric was popping out on Instagram talking dirty to everybody, literally saying the likes that ha 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 now and forever. Actually, let me read this verbatim because he had a lot of dip on his chip, and I was looking at him like, "Have you lost your mother loving mind?" I mean it. Have you lost it? Hold on, let me pull this up for y'all. Hasn't been fired, and the network hasn't officially accused her of revenge P. I'm Eric Robinson said, but everyone was in the comments posting away like they knew those allegations were all facts. Scratching my head, people have to hush and let things play out before being so ignorant while speaking prematurely. Thankfully, Kenya knows and has seen so many people switch up and show their true colors. He continued, I'm going to ride for my friend on this one because certain people have been trying their hardest to report the worst of Kenya. But reporting false information shows how desperate people are or can be for clickbait and wanted to be the first to report with no credible source. Okay, first of all, congratulations, Kenya, for putting Bravo in their place. Bravo has put out with way worse, so it was very hypocritical to fire. And congrats to Kenya to having a good lawyer on call. But can I just say something to Eric and Kenya? Can we talk about the last week? Because Eric, this wasn't just bloggers and gossip. This was, first of all, Lovely Scott had and maybe he's throwing shade at Lovely Scott, I don't know, had an exclusive where the producers were talking grimy, and I mean grimy, about Kenya, saying she can sue if she wants, she ain't gonna get far. Bravo had announced, oh, it wasn't because of the picture, but it was because of employee ethic violation or something or other. Kenya wrote a goodbye post on Instagram talking about Team Twirl, Nana forever. I thank you guys for all this. I'm surprised she just didn't put up a post of her on her first season, a montage of It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday. Kenya said her goodbye. The network said she was out of there. There was all this stuff going on. And now you sitting playing it in our faces, acting like it was just blogs making up stuff. Now, here's the good thing. Whatever happened, Kenya got the best of Bravo. And baby, I always am stumping up for that. I think that Bravo, sorry. I think that Bravo is the evil empire. I think that they treated everybody on Real Housewives of Atlanta horribly. I think they gave Nene a raw deal. I think a lot of stuff they did. I think they took the most successful reality TV franchise in the world in history and ruined it. The only good one left is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and I don't even watch that anymore. But I hear it is good. So, what is going on? Well, sources are saying that one, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Bravo, NBC Universal didn't want a lawsuit. Now, here's the thing, those producers always are quick to fire Kenya. Somebody in there doesn't like Kenya, and they're always messing with her. Like Kenya said, they didn't show Brooklyn's birthday party. They didn't show her salon last year, and they're probably not going to show her salon this year. People are saying the reason they even bought her back is because there's no storyline without Kenya. I tend to believe that. Seeing Shamia, Lauren, and Portia go to a party. We already had a whole seasons of the nieces versus the aunties, and it was a flop. The nieces, head niece, was going YOLO on Bolo's Dolo. Do you know what I'm saying? It was a flop. It was raunchy. It was weird. It was low class. And I don't know where the producers thought they were going with it. But clearly, wherever they thought they were going, it went to hell in a handbasket with ratings. Again, Shamia, Portia, Lauren, all good characters, but The Real Housewives of Atlanta is an ensemble show. Not that many people are actually doing anything on Real Housewives of Atlanta. According to the Atlanta streets, they hired Brittany, who used to work. You know, it's like, where's this show going? Where is it going? Can you just open the salon? Drew's working on an album. I bet you don't see that. All I bet we'll see is Portia fighting, if not this season, then next season. I tend to believe that they needed Kenya for a storyline. And like Candy said, they just didn't have to show the pictures. Now, we can argue the morals and ethics of Kenya putting a picture of another woman, giving a bajiji to someone, whether it was publicly available or not. I understand they're quibbling over words. It wasn't revenge porn because she didn't make it, but you're still. I get it. It's not the technical definition, but I think no one's stupid. We all knew what we were talking about when we said there was an explicit picture. She showed it, and it was just seen beneath Kenya. Now, I think the reason why they had to back up is because I think that that whole thing was a producer's idea. I think producers saw the people interviewing for Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think they saw that one person was an alleged ex person you can pay to spend your time with. I think the producers, because after that Bolo season, the ones that are left are so low down, stupid, and lame that they thought that this would be another thing. Bravo has not gotten the memo that people do not like casual cruelty for the sake of cruelty anymore. I think Bravo was like, yo, you know what? We'll hire this girl and we're going to set her up for the fall. And you know what? We'll have Kenya do it at her opening, and this will be great ratings. I think that's what happens. I think that the producers had the pictures. I think they gave it to Kenya. That's why they said Kenya's the one that pulled those pictures out on her own, because it was all a setup. And now, for whatever reason, Kenya's lawyered up, and baby, it is a setup no more. So where are we at with this? It looks like Kenya is back. If I was Kenya, though, and I saw the way they did Candace on Real Housewives of Potomac, and don't forget some of the Atlanta producers went over there and were working on both shows, I would be like, no, I want 3 years salary, a little spinoff, and that's it. Because if the show even survives a season, if it even survives the season, they're still going to be trying to get her out of there. But I will say, whatever Kenya did, said, laid on the table, she had some dirt on Bravo. And instead of Eric jumping, I don't even know him, but I'm talking about jumping on Twitter, acting like the last week didn't happen, and Kenya didn't even say her swan song, and everybody else, and taking subliminals. What we all need to be doing collectively is figuring out what Kenya had on Bravo, because whatever she had on them, baby, it worked. And she's back. Don't sleep. Team Troll tried to say, don't sleep on Kenya. Listen, Kenya's back. Bravo literally realized they can't bully the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And you know what? Even what's all said, judging by the storyline, they even tried to give Kenya, because they're the ones that do the storyline. I don't have hope for this season. Okay, it's going to be one more year and it's going to be boring, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe Portia will jump across the table, but not Kenya, because Kenya got a lawyer on her left and right side. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to you later. Bye.